Josh, it's kind of unusual. Actually, you guys have big tests not only on the ice this weekend, but off the ice with the exam starting. I mean, it's kind of unusual to see the team playing during the exam break. I mean, how did it come about? Because usually, to me, it seemed like the calendar's a little early this year, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, it is a little different. Typically, it's we're taking finals next week, but I think kind of when it's a couple years out and there's a new coach, this just kind of got overlooked, and so that falls on me. So we'll have to, that's something that I just wasn't aware of when I with the trimester system.
How do you approach this week with knowing that you have players worrying about academics and the final exams and two conference games coming up?
Well, we're just trying to be, you know, stick to the plan as far as what we need to work on. We've really been working, just on habits and details and trying to be really quick with practice. So yesterday we went for 50 minutes, and I think we'll be around that, 50 minutes today. We want to push the pace and play, up tempo when we're practicing, but at the same point, we don't want to be doing drills just to do them.
Will we practice Wednesday and Thursday before the games?
Yeah, so we'll still practice Wednesday and Thursday again. I think it's you know, like to say they study 24 hours a day and that's all they focus on, but they find time to do other things during finals. So just getting them to the rink and getting moving is probably the best thing for them.
Looking at this past weekend against Alaska compared to the hot start that you guys kind of had, you draw in the first game, lose the second, give up 6 goals. What were some of the biggest differences that you saw from how you guys started the season to that weekend?
I think they're two really different games. Like, I thought Friday our energy and effort wasn't where it needed to be, but we were still up 3-1 in the final couple minutes. We just let the game slip away and get the tie, and then on Saturday, actually it's weird. We're down 3-0 at the end of the first, and I thought we controlled the first 5 minutes of the game, and then we miss a chance, and they get one kind of a fluky goal, and we just didn't really respond to it. But I really liked the effort on Saturday night as far as our compete. Our execution and our details were off.
Going back into conference play, what's kind of the message to kind of get back on track to where you guys were?
I mean, I was fully confident we're back on track already. We had a great practice yesterday. The guys are dialed in. This group is they're highly motivated, and they're going to be ready to go on Friday. And just keep trusting that they'll continue to do everything in their power to prepare them with finals going on.
What will be the key this weekend? Trying to erase them. Obviously we mentioned I mentioned to you after the game Saturday that at least they weren't conference games, so no points were lost or anything like that. So how important is it you really get back on track and try to get some points heading into the break here?
Yeah, this is a big weekend. We are fighting to stay at the top of the ECAC standings, and you don't get second chances at league points. So it's really important. We only have 20 league games left, and we got to bank points every night, especially at home.
Especially with what we saw this past weekend, where Yale ends up getting 4 points, and I don't think anybody expected. I don't think anybody expected Quinnipiac to lose twice at home, including getting shut out at home by Harvard on Saturday. And Dartmouth's going to be, I think, a force in this league. So just it looks like we could see a crapshoot going into the conference play. So how talk about how important it is to win these games here on your home ice before you head into the break here.
Yeah, the depth of the league this year is amazing, and I think you've seen it in out of conference hockey. Like the league's done well right now, above 500 out of conference play, and in conference anything can happen. And Yale's an improved team, Brown's an improved team, Quinnipiac is going to be good. There's up and down the conference, like it's going to be a battle for points.
Talk a little about Caden Villegas. He got off to a great start last year, scored a goal in his first 4 games, then went into a slump, got a goal, and then had another slump, but then closed out with 5 goals in his last 4 games, ended up with 12 goals, second on the team last year. This season, he's off to a tough start. I mean, you mentioned the chance there. He missed that open net there. It seems like he's a little bit snake bit. Do you see that?
We want the puck on Caden's stick, and it's just once he gets that first one and kind of just takes a deep breath, he's going to be completely fine. He's putting more pressure on himself. He's creating chances. So from the coaching staff side, we're pleased with his energy, effort, the way he's leading the group. But he's putting a lot of pressure on himself, so he needs to take a deep breath and just relax, and it's going to come for him.
Yeah, so you see him gripping a stick a little tighter than normal?
Well, I think just any player that's in a yeah, that's a goal scorer that hasn't scored and thinks about it a little bit. Like that's why you play the game, is to make sure you get those moments. And you know, I think if he's got a chance on Friday night, if he gets that first shot, like I believe it's going in the net, he's just gotta put himself in that spot.
I mean, he's still getting points with the assists. He's setting, Nate or Ben up on that line. So, I mean, how important is it at least as he has some confidence he's getting points?
Well, and that's why we're not concerned, because that line is as good of a line as there is. We think in college hockey, and they're creating every single night, and maybe he's not getting the goal, but he's making plays. You look at the RPI game where he set up the game winner that Ben finished on.
Just his leadership. He's wearing the A this year. What talk about his leadership?
He's a great assistant captain, in that he's always there to support anyone, and I think it starts with him and Colin Ferguson, where he supports him and helps him with his everything he's doing for the group. But he's the guy that's gonna pull someone aside and talk with them. He's not he's just really genuine. He's just a great person, and he really cares about each player.
Why has that line has produced so much chemistry there in the early going?
Well, I think there's a little bit of they're different in their own ways, and they complement each other. You got Caden, who's just a workhorse. He's scrappy for pucks. He gets on loose pucks. He keeps pucks alive. Nate's got great vision and can slow the game down, has unbelievable hockey sense. And then Ben's he can shoot it like nobody else. So they all complement each other. They all work with each other. They're all unselfish, and it's a great line.